Look at me, I'm
Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Keeping Up with the Fish Keepers. I'm glad you guys are back, and I hope you guys like and subscribe this video. So today I have two things that went on. This whole week I went to Forest Hills, I checked out a Petland, I've recorded everything in there. Then on top of that I got a haircut, and on top of that I went to the Museum of Natural History with my son for the first time. So I mean, it's been one crazy fun week, and I hope it really doesn't end that fast because tomorrow's Sunday, but hey, it's almost over. But you know, at least it was a fun week. So I want to show you guys pretty much everything I've done this week, and I want you guys to like basically have that week with me by looking at these videos. So after this, I'm just showing you guys clips of how my week went, how my fish are doing, and how pretty much everything is rolling. On top of that, at the end of this episode, I'm going to be announcing a giveaway that I will be having next week on my next episode. So on my next episode, I'm going to be giving away something, which I will announce at the end of this episode. And, you know, I would tell you how to enter and how you could win the prize. So the prize will be given, you know, shipping will be on me. Pretty much, it's just a prize that's going to be yours. So, you know, before we get into the prize, let's get into the video because I'm really excited to show you guys how things went. Alrighty, guys. Hey everybody, so I'm on my way to Hill's Barbershop to get my hair cut because, you know, it's been long overdue. So when I get my hair cut, obviously I'm going to be freezing cold because I'm making a short haircut. And, you know, if you guys do like my new haircut, please do like and subscribe. You know, hit that like button. My boy Eddie is actually going to cut my hair. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He used to work with me. Awesome guy, awesome dad. So, you know, I'm going to put his Instagram after this, and, you know, you guys can like, follow, and also, you know, message him if you guys need a haircut yourselves. He does awesome fades, and he also does awesome, like, you know, designs on your hair. And he's in the Forest Hills neighborhood, so, you know, feel free to do follow him. But also, please do feel free to like and subscribe to me as well, you know. So the picture will be right after this, you know, and you could also, like and subscribe to him, you know, and all. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, so I'm about to get my hair cut. As you can see, I got a lot of hair here. So after the cut, let's see how it's gonna look. My boy Eddie's gonna hook me up, and, you know, I'm also putting his picture up after this picture, his Instagram, so you can drop down and, you know, follow him and like his pictures and stuff. If you need an appointment or something, just down message him, alright? Alrighty guys, I'll record after. Hey guys, please do go check out their Instagram at Hill's Barbershop. On their Instagram, they have many cuts, and they can show you guys the kind of work that they do. These barbers work really hard for what they do. And, you know, they even got good reviews from across the street. And this is the barber shop. Definitely go check it out on Austin Street in Forest Hills. So, like always, Eddie always makes my hair look crazy good. So, I haven't had a haircut in so long, as you can see. And I totally look pimped out. But, you know, out of that haircut, you know, now I feel like going to look at some fish. So right now I'm on my way to Petland, which is right here on Forest Hills in Regal Park. So let's check out what Petland has to offer out here for fish, and, you know, let's review it. All right, let's do it. So looking here in Petland, they have many species of fish here. I see some frogs. They even got little tiny guys chasing each other. I really don't know what those are, but they're kind of cool. In here they have a lot of fish, but you see how they have 99-cent fish? Right there you can tell for sure that these are sick. And then over here you got the regular fish, which are most likely probably sick too. Petland is pretty much known for having fish that are always sick with ick and many diseases like parasites, worms, and a lot of stuff. I haven't seen one Petland that's actually pretty good. This one, I mean, doesn't look too bad, but look what they have in the tank right there. I clearly see a fish eating a fish right in front, which kind of drives customers away, but, you know, the employees really don't care. I mean, this guy looked like he was just sitting there not giving any craps. I even asked him some questions of how should I keep the water. if I buy a fish acting like I'm a regular customer. He told me, hey, you could just put them in water. He says they don't really need temperatures like that. He says just put warm water and cold water. So I'm guessing in his mind you don't need heaters or nothing. But clearly they have heaters in the tanks and all that. Another thing I want to point out is they don't really have a good filtration system. All they have here is just a air pump. And basically they're just giving the fish air. They're not giving them any kind of filtration really. So the bacteria and stuff that are still in the tanks remain in the tanks because all they do is just take the water out. But it's not really clearing the tanks at all. And usually when you go into a Petland and you see sale signs, you already know these fish are sick. So after seeing the Petland footage, it just has me just like, like, wow. Hey guys, so definitely Petland is somewhere you definitely do not want to get your fish from. Not to boycott Petland or nothing, but I personally used to work for Petland, and the cruelty I see at Petland all the time is the same everywhere in all Petlands. When I worked for Petland, all my manager used to tell me was, hey, the fish is sick, we ain't saving it, throw it out. Or if an animal is sick, they don't want to save it, they don't want to do nothing, just throw it out. That's all they cared about. Then the only thing that they only cared about was money. That's another thing. You can go to them and be like, oh, I have a 1 gallon tank, can I fit a giant Oscar like this big in it? Yeah, that's what they're gonna tell you. Yeah, anything for $1. And that's what Petland is. Petland is one of these major places that just try to scam you out of every single dollar you can. And that's why a majority of their pets are sick. Like, I would not ever buy any fish at Petlands. In fact, I don't even like going in Petlands. And that's one of the reasons that I left my job at Petland, because I'm just someone who doesn't stand for cruelty. And I even told my manager straight when I did work there, I can't work for someone who's going to mistreat animals. And that's why I do boycott Petland. And I do say, hey, if you're going to buy something, go find another pet store. Definitely do not buy at Petland. And right here, I'm going to show you some clips of what I do see in Petlands all the time. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of you out there probably do see this kind of stuff everywhere at a Petland. And you know what? Please do like, comment, and tell me exactly what do you see in a Petland. And feel free to even send me pictures of your Petland, because I'm curious to see how every Petland is all over. But here, I'll roll the clip. So just seeing that should totally make you wonder, is buying a pet at Petland worth it? Honestly, Petland, their distributors they get from farms that like we don't even know where the heck they come from. And most of their animals just come either beat up to the point that they can't sell it, and if they can't sell it, they can't return it. They're just gonna end up in the trash can or in the back of somewhere. So I highly urge nobody buys anything at Petland. I mean, they're good for supplies and they are a lot cheaper than regular pet stores, but pet-wise, definitely not a place to go. Now, some Petlands I could say that are better than others, some I can't say. It really depends where you are. Like, it depends how your Petland is, how the employees treat the animals. I mean, honestly, when I got a job there, they didn't even bother asking me for experience. They just literally hired me and said, can you work tomorrow? So I'm pretty sure a lot of Petlands are just the same. But comment if it's different in your state, because I know here in New York it's totally like that. Now, I do want to get into how I treat my fish. So right now I'm going to show you guys how I take care of my fish and what do I do on a normal weekly basis as of water changes to my tanks. I always like to keep my tanks very clean and very healthy to keep the environment going good. I also like my fish to be, spotless, no ick, no signs of diseases, no nothing. I like them totally clean. So right now I'm going to show you guys how my tanks look dirty and how my tanks look clean and what I do to take care of that. Alrighty everyone, so right now I'm going to do water changes to both my beta tanks and my 10-gallon tank. Now, water changes are most efficiently good to do at least once a week. Now, because I've been gone for about 2 weeks from this water change, I'm going to actually change about 75% of the water on my 10-gallon tank, and then I'm going to do about 50% water changes on the beta tanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how much I take out, how much I put in, and what to do. Now, when I take the water out, I always take a lot out and then add some water conditioner to purify the water. Make sure the fish are running good, make sure the air is running good, change the air stones, change the filter cartridges, pretty much everything needs to be changed. Make sure that when you change water, always start from the bottom. Get all the gravel substrate out so it can filter out perfectly. That way it looks a lot better when you filter it. So I'm going to show you guys how my tanks look before and after a water change. Alrighty, let's see. So before my water change, as you can see, this is Lucky's tank, and Lucky looks pretty good. His water is still fairly clean. It's been a week. I'm going to change his water till about maybe like here-ish, which is about 50% of the water. I'm going to take it about out there. Look at Lucky swimming right there. He looks pretty good. And when I do change the water, it's gonna clear out everything, because you can see even bugs do tend to get into here and die, and that's because of his open spots up here. So I'm definitely gonna clean this water and take the bug out, because I don't want him to catch any parasites or worms. Now this is Dosh's tank. Dosh is looking fairly good, still perfect, you know, nice color, everything is looking good. Now the only thing with Dosh's tank that I gotta complain of is the Ottoman catfish. Now the Otto cat the other day actually did pass away. Now I couldn't find him before, but I did find him now. So what I have to do with this tank is clean about 50% over here and make sure to remove that Ottoman catfish out of the water. Maybe I'm gonna move the plant from there to here, which will make more room into this tank and have Dosh actually have more freedom to swim. So as you can see, Dosh's tank setup is pretty much good. He has a heater in the back. He does have a filter running, which air, and it's airing out the tank, which is perfect. He does have his air thingy, I forgot what it's called, but it's an air maker. And yeah, he's pretty good. Now over here I have my 10-gallon tank. Now this 10-gallon tank does get overrun with algae a lot, but as you can see, I do have a lot of goldfish in here. And if I zoom in over here, you can see I actually do have a Cory cat. Now he's one of my favorite because I've had him for a while, and he's actually doing pretty good in this tank. Nothing seems to be odd with this tank. I do have a loach somewhere around here. Oh, there he is. If anyone could identify this loach for me, it would be really good, but he's really not a clown loach, so it's odd to figure out what he is. So this tank, I'm gonna do about 75% water change to like around right here. Add the water, use a sponge to clean up all this green algae, maybe center the air stone a little more to the back, and change my filter pads. So everything should be running smooth there. I will be checking my temperature, of course, and the pH levels and all that. But I'll show you guys how it looks once it's done and clean. So I finished the water change for Dosh's tank, and Dosh's tank is looking great. The plant seems to be growing good. Dosh's color seems to be excellent. His filtration is running great. And as you can see, with just about a 50% water change, the water looks crystal clear. Now for Lucky's tank, Lucky is looking really good as well. Lucky's tank is pretty clear. His rocks are clean. Everything is pretty clean. Let's just ignore Nicholas making sounds during a YouTube video. He's just so happy to express himself with you guys. Hey, say hi to YouTube folks. Oh.
No! Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, he thinks it's a dog. It's okay. He thinks it's a dog. Now, this tank is looking relatively clean. Of course, the chlorine needs to go down a little. And of course, the substrate, you know, it does come up a little. I try to clean all the algae as much as I can, but everything seems to be fine with this tank. I don't think anything's going to be wrong with it. Of course, I do need to upgrade these goldfish to a bigger tank because goldfish grow exceptionally large and they're starting to take up a lot. As you can see, there's a lot of them, which is why I have to provide extra filtration and extra air. But this tank is looking pretty good as well. So as you can all see, I just have minor algae, but the tank looks relatively very clean. And that 75% water change really does help. It helps the tank a lot, and it also makes it very clean and good. You know, I have my air pump working good, goldfish look happy, no signs of ick, everything looks perfect. So please do comment below and you see if like my tank looks nice and you guys like it. Comment and like, please. Alrighty guys, so I'm pretty much at the end of my episode right now, and what I definitely do want to show you guys is basically some pictures that I've got in from different people on their fish tanks and their fish keeping. So there's this guy named Stu that I saw on Instagram, and he has amazing fish tanks, especially his betas. Now, I wanted to share with you guys what he does have. So I made a little small video of his pictures and put them together, and I want you guys to see the kind of tanks he has. But you know, you could also feel free to follow him as well. His Instagram will also be up in the pictures, and you know, you could follow him. Then there is another guy who I also have seen amazing fish tanks inside his, well, amazing fish, sorry, inside his fish tank and his fish keeping. So there's this guy named Joshua who I've seen on Facebook, and I also seen his Instagram. He has amazing fish as well, and I definitely want to show you guys his tank as well. Now, this guy's a very hardworking guy, very good father, you know, he does a lot. And what amazes me is that he has time to do all of that and take care of his fish as well. So I will also drop his Instagram down too if you guys want to check out his fish tanks and stuff, you know, because, you know, I definitely love to keep people connected with all how they take care of their stuff and how they take care of their fish or what kind of fish they have. So weekly I'm going to start taking people and just be like, hey, let's give a shout out to them for how they take care of their fish and like what do they do to make their tank so special, you know. But these two guys definitely earned it this week and definitely did take care of their tanks. So I definitely do want to give them a big shout out and show you guys exactly how they take care of their fish and what their tanks look like, because their tanks are amazing. Now, also what I will be doing a little later on, like I promised, is the giveaway. So right after this clip, I will come back to you guys and explain to you how you can win a chance to win a brand new copy of Wonder Woman on Blu-ray DVD, and how you could also win a brand new copy of Avengers Age of Ultron, because today is Hero Month and I'm definitely giving away 2 Blu-rays, free shipping, absolutely free, to 2 lucky viewers. So I will explain how you can participate and how you can win those 2 prizes right after this clip. Let's roll. So those are my 2 shout outs for today for these 2 guys. You know, Stu and Josh have both earned this very hard because, you know, they take very good care of their tank. And when you see their tanks, you know for sure that these guys really go the extra mile at taking care of their fish. Now, to the prizes. How can you win these 2 prizes? Very simple. A like will give you an entry. Subscribing will give you 2 entries. And commenting will give you 1 entry. So let's say you do subscribe, like, and comment. That will be a total of 5 entries that you will get per person to win these. I will be doing a raffle off on Thursday, and the Friday I will announce the winner. When I do give the winner, I will try to contact that person. So when you receive a message from me, just please include your address, your name, and I will ship it out to you free of charge. And that will be my prize for this week. But if you do keep watching and liking and subscribing, next week, just by commenting on my video next week and liking this video, you'll be entered again to win 2 free tickets to the movie theaters next week. So the video after this one coming up, I'll be giving away 2 movie tickets to basically see any movie you want. It will be a Fandango gift card of $25. So if you want to win that, all you got to do is like and subscribe. So another thing, if you do like and subscribe right now, you'll be entered to win that one as well. So if you want to double your chances, just like and subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and let's make this go viral. Because, gift cards aren't cheap and gift cards are pretty worth it. So I wish everyone the best of luck, and please do put yourself on the thumbs button and subscribe. And tell all your friends too as well for a chance to win the DVDs and the gift card. Alrighty guys, I will see you next week on Keeping Up with the Fish Keepers, and I am glad that you all tuned in and subscribed. Have a great day, everyone.